Hello folks, and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. Today, I was going to say I'm filming on location, but I'm actually just at my dad's house. He is on holiday, and me and my daughter and my wife have taken turns in dog sitting, and this weekend happens to be my turn. Hey Pixie, you okay Pixie? Yes. You want to come up? Right, come on in. I'll get you first. Come here. Right, you can come up. Come up, Pixie. There you go. You can sit here. Okay, you can sit there. I don't think they can see you in the video, can they? There you go. Is that better? You can see a little bit. So Pixie is here, and Lulu's about somewhere, and I'm looking after them. But usually I start my videos with a traditional cup of tea from the Good Tea bags. Unfortunately, my dad doesn't have any Good Tea bags, so I'll have to try what he's got. I don't actually know what type they are. Let's see. Let's see what they are. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, Pixie's squeezing in. Let's try that again. It's not as good as the Good Tea bags, but it's alright. Hey Pixie. So, I actually prepared and brought some stuff from my house to film the video today. And we'll start off with, I've got two things to discuss in the video today. One is pickups, and I'll show you what I've got. And the second one is replacement discs. So, I happened to go into CEX, I think it was on Monday, at lunchtime. And I do like to, I've got like a reserve voucher, and I keep it in reserve in case there's something that, well, you know, like, I don't know what you call it, Holy Grail or Unicorn or something that you've been after for ages. And I've got a few of them on my list, but none more so than the one that turned up in CEX on Monday at lunchtime. But I didn't actually have my voucher with me. So I was like, oh, right, what I'll do is I'll go down and I will get after work. But the car park there, I actually drove because my knee's been killing me. So I drove, and you can't park in their car park twice within 4 hours or you get a fine. So I went back down, and I thought, you know, while I'm there, I've got some movies on my shelf there. I could just take down and maybe not eat into my big voucher. Say big voucher, you know, I've got a reserve voucher. As my reserve voucher as much as it's, and so I did. So I took about £40 worth of trading stuff that I wasn't going to watch, and I did pick up a copy of The Nurse with Jack Palance. I watched it. I watched 20 minutes of it and I took it back. It was terrible. So I picked up. This has been on my list to get probably since they first came out, and I've never seen them in CEX. I probably could have got them posted to me, but you know what the risk is like. And without further ado, I'll show you what I got. I got the Harry Potters on 4K. I think I watched the first Harry Potter back in, I think it was 2001, 2002 in the cinema. And it came out at the same time as Lord of the Rings. So I watched Lord of the Rings and I watched Harry Potter. And the first Harry Potter, I was like, this is a bit of kids' film. It's not really for me. Okay, fine. But I think as they progress, they get darker and darker and darker. And the sum of the stories of Harry Potter, they're leading to something. So what I'm saying is each individual story, there is some merit to some of them. I didn't particularly like the first one. But now I go back, and because you're watching all of them and you know what's going to happen, you sort of get more inkling into what's happening. So I picked up this set for £60. It's been on my wants list forever, and it's got a nice slip cover as well. I do like that, and all the Harry Potters are in there on 4K. And I do like when they put the Blu-ray in them. I know the set's been out for a while, but they've started to not put the Blu-rays in them. Now, I did actually bring my glasses with me, but for the life of me, again, don't know where I put them. So I was going to check if this is Dolby Vision. It doesn't. It does have Dolby Audio, but not Dolby Atmos. But around about November time, I usually put on all the Harry Potters with the kids and watch them. So this year, I'm going to be able to watch them in 4K. And I do like the covers on these ones as well. And it's just a nice, neat box set. So you've got Harry Potter, the Philosopher's Stone, and the Chamber of Secrets. So you've got 2-in-1. You've got the 4K black disc and the Blu-ray of the first movie, and then 4K and the Blu-ray of the second movie. I was just going to say as well, I think Harry Potter, these first two were. I think I've told you this before, but I didn't have a Blu-ray player up until about 2016, 2017, which was quite late to adopt. But I only had a 32-inch TV, and I was in Asda one day, and I seen the Blu-ray player, and my gran actually bought it for me, which was really nice of her. And it came, I think, with the Amazing Spider-Man film, the first one, so that was the very first Blu-ray I had. But since I had a Blu-ray player, that's when I started going out and walking around and having a look, and I seen the first two Harry Potters on Blu-ray in cash converters, and that was the second Blu-ray I ever owned, was that one. So to upgrade it to 4K, I'm absolutely delighted with that. Now there are some other, sets that are in my wish list, and I'll get eventually, but they've been on my wish list for absolute ages. Like I want to get Airwolf, A-Team, and Knight Rider. I know there's a 4K Knight Rider now, but that 4K Knight Rider hasn't got some of the original stuff, so I would settle for the German Blu-rays. What do you mean settle? If I seen that, if I get them, I get them. But I'm keeping that sort of big voucher in reserve in case I see some of them in the CEX. So that being said, I actually found another couple of Arrow released Blu-rays that I wasn't going to watch after. I actually found a copy of This Is England 1986 in a charity shop for £3. You got 5 for it. So I traded that in and got £18 back. So I've still got a few vouchers there. And that is, to be honest with you, my main pickup for this week. I haven't got anything else, except there was one more in the charity shop, and I was... Sometimes I begrudge paying £3 for a Blu-ray in the charity shop. It's okay, Pixie. You alright? You okay? Yes. You're a good Pixie, aren't you? Yes. But they had not the Will Smith Suicide Squad, but this Suicide Squad for £3. And I've seen some of this, but this is supposed to be the better one. So I thought, I'll keep that, I'll watch it, and if I don't like it or whatever, I can trade it in. But since it sells for 5 in CEX, get 3 in the charity shop. Charity shop gets their money. And you like to think that it all goes to charity, but I know and you know that a lot of that goes to wages and things like that, like other shops. But, something must go to charity, I'd imagine. So that is my pickups. And the next thing I wanted to discuss with you, I seen on one of the forums about 2 weeks ago that there was something up with the Superman 4K discs. Now, I've got all the Superman 4Ks here. I've got Superman 2, Superman 3 and Superman 4. And I thought Superman 2 was excellent value for money for $14.99 when I got it off Amazon, because it's got the Richard Donner cut and the original. And I like all these movies, but is that true? I didn't like Superman 4. If you're going to have them all in there, you need to get the full set, don't you? Like I say, if I was watching them all in a row, I would watch Superman 4 anyway. But actually, I like Superman 3, and a lot of people don't, but I like Superman 3 with Richard Pryor because I like him, and it always terrified me as a kid when the lady gets turned into the cyborg. But back to the point, I was seeing that people were saying that there was something wrong with the disc. And I haven't watched these yet on 4K. I'm not even in my house and I can't get away interrupted. Lulu, come here. Lulu. So they were saying there was something wrong with each disc. I think there's an issue with the donor cut with the end feature. There's some audio problems on one, and there's an issue on Superman 4. I don't know exactly what the issues are because I haven't watched them yet. And would I have noticed? Maybe I wouldn't have noticed. But they did say to contact for replacement discs. So I reached out to Warner Brothers, told them, yeah, I've got these. Could I have replacement, please? And I gave them the receipt for Superman 2 and some screenshots of my other ones. Superman 3 is perfect, by the way, so that cuts it. Absolute thing. And lo and behold, in the mail on Monday or Tuesday, I think it was, this turned up from Warner Brothers. So I've got the replacement discs for Superman the movie, the 4K. So I'd imagine it must be just a problem with the 4Ks. Superman 2, the theatrical cut, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, and Superman 4, the Quest for Peace. So if you have got these Superman movies and you didn't know there was an error with them, it might be worth reaching out to Warner Brothers and getting your replacements. It's quite a simple process. And they sent me them. I actually realised I've got Rocky 2 as well, and Rocky 2's got an issue apparently with the audio on it, so I better email them about that one as well. But I will replace these discs in my other ones there, and I haven't watched them yet, so I didn't get any disruption or anything like that. But if you have got those Supermans, maybe best to contact Warner Brothers and get the corrected discs on there. So there you go. So that is all I've got today at my dad's house, without interruptions from Pixie and Lulu. I'm going to enjoy drinking my cup of tea. I've got my dad's TV here, and I'm going to sit and watch a couple of films, I think. Or maybe I'll just have a rest. But if you have got anything that you want to say about the Superman discs, the Harry Potter films, or anything else you want to put in the comments, then please feel free to do that. And I'll catch you next time on the Movie Mad channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope that was on shot. Pixie's not in shot, are you, Pixie? Oh, she's a good Pixie. Where's Lulu? Where's Lulu?